If you've been prolonging things for tomorrow, for the next Monday, for first of the month, I completely understand. I used to be the general of postponing things. I always gave myself more time to start something new. So if you're one of those people that postpone things for tomorrow, for Monday, first of the month, my story, I think, will really help you to stop doing that once and for all. Because knowing someone out there in the world had the same hardship like you did can be a huge relief. When you're struggling, you are feeling like the loneliest person on the planet. I know it truly sucks to not know what you should start, where you should start, and how to start, but by the end of this video, I will tell you my whole story and change your whole perspective on this. Champs, if you like videos like this, make sure to tap that like button and subscribe to make sure you don't miss any of these videos in the future. And you will really help me spread videos like this even more. Thank you so much for doing that. And here is how it all began. My life story before was completely 180 degrees different than my life story now. I used to be the kid who had everything he ever wanted. I wanted Gucci shoes. I got them. I wanted Dolce & Gabbana shoes. I got them. I wanted a Mini Cooper. I got it. I simply had everything I ever wished for. I had a tragic death in the family. My mother passed away and everything changed ever since. I was basically grinding on the rock bottom. And the only choice I had was either I will stay there like a defeated person, or I'm going to do and make something out of myself. And I couldn't stand the person back then. I had to do something to change myself. I was devastated, I was depressed, and I was really, really sad because my mother was basically everything in my life. She truly was. And without her, I didn't know what I should do, what I should start. And I decided to start my journey online. I wanted to help people. I know how hard it is to feel that way. I know how hard it is to have everything and then to have nothing. And I wanted to connect with like-minded people. I wanted to tell them it's gonna be okay. You know, even if you don't have the things you had before, we as humans have the ability to find the meaning of the bad things and create something out of ourselves. That was the exact moment when I decided I want to start my first blog or my website. And the website was going to be about self-improvement, inspiration, motivation, everything that can uplift another person. And then the real struggle began. I was starting to carve myself into another person. I was changed 180 degrees different. I had to earn my own money. I had to buy my own food. I had to pay my own bills. No one was there to do that for me. And I decided that my full-time job is gonna be earning money from my website in the beginning. And then I didn't know how, but I was going to find a way to earn more money online. I knew that I was going to find a way to make this website go viral. But everything was just a wish. I didn't know where to start, where to turn, and how to make it happen. Now believe me when I say this, as humans, as people, we have amazing ability to overcome obstacles. And obstacles we didn't know that they existed before. If you're pushed to the wall to do something, you're gonna do it, believe me. Even if it's really hard, even if it's something you now think it's not possible to be done, you're gonna do it. If you're pushed to the wall, if you have it in you, you're gonna do it. Now this was back in 2011 or 12. I only had the wish to start a website. And I was prolonging 2 whole years to start my first website. Can you believe that? 2 years prolonging something that I did in the end after 2 years in 1 single day. So when you say I'm procrastinating, I'm prolonging, I understand you completely. I was doing that every single day for many important tasks. But there is a solution. And if you listen to the end, I'm gonna tell you everything. When I opened my first website, I was struggling to market the website. And I found a way to market the website. That doesn't matter in this video. First of all, you have to imagine that I'm living in Macedonia. Macedonia is a small country and we still don't have PayPal. We don't have PayPal. We cannot receive money still. Now it's 2021 and we still cannot receive money. Back in 2013, you can imagine how was working online, how it looked like to work online from Macedonia. When I received my first check, when I brought it to the bank, they were calling security. They were calling the managers. They were calling the CEO of the bank because they didn't know what I gave them. And in the end, it was about 200 euros. That was my first check. I think it was 120 euros. That was my first payment I ever received from Google Ads. And in the end, they finally agreed that the check is authentic, that they can give me the money, but I'm gonna have to wait 2 or 3 weeks to receive the first payment. And that was the first thing I needed to see to finally open my eyes. Like, I was amazed how many possibilities can open if I can actually receive money from random people online. And then I reinvested all the money. I found Facebook pages, gigantic Facebook pages, and I was renting one slot on their page. Like, if there is a page of 1 million people, I pay them 300, 400, 500 bucks, and they gave me one slot on their page every single day. For example, 5 p.m., I was posting my link to my website. And that is how we generated revenue. As the money came by, I reinvested everything. Everything I earned, 80-90% of the money, I reinvested back in the business. And at one point, I remember I was earning more than 99.9% of every single person in this country. And I was honestly a bit afraid. I was financially illiterate back then, and I was earning like crazy. I didn't know what I should do with this money. And I was just stacking them in the bank. I was traveling the world. I don't regret any of it, but I was financially illiterate. I was earning money I couldn't handle. And then the whole business crumbled like a house of cards. Facebook did, I think back in 2017, they did some algorithm change, and it destroyed completely the whole business. The links were not getting as much reach as they should, and the investment was sufficient. I wasn't earning back the investment. So I decided this is not the business model I want to continue. And then I turned to Instagram. And Instagram was the same struggle. I was struggling to grow my first page. Now it's over 1 million followers. But I was really struggling to grow the page, to find people, and I didn't know how to start, where to start. And I kind of figured out that every struggle is gonna be the same. Like, even if I had money to pay people to grow the page, I didn't know where to turn. Some people burned me. Some people just took my money. And it was the same struggle all over again. So I kind of realized that no matter what you start, even if that's you now and you wanna grow your page, you're gonna have to go through the same struggle, because no one is gonna give you the recipe to grow over 1 million followers on Instagram. No one is gonna give you the recipe to grow a YouTube channel 100,000 followers in a week. Nobody's gonna do that. You have to struggle, you have to fail, you have to burn money, and then you will realize the whole story, how the whole story works. And you need to give yourself time to make that story a success. There are 3 things I've learned on the path to personal fulfillment, success, and staying healthy. If there are a few things I want you to know, it's this: don't leave for tomorrow what you can do today. I didn't invent this quote. This quote is old 2,000 years. Jesus said this. If it was applicable back then, and it's still applicable today, then maybe we shouldn't take that quote for granted. So the first thing is definitely start right now. Champs, start right away. Don't even think about anything else. Just start, and everything will start to make sense on your way. I was procrastinating the first website for 2 whole years. And believe it or not, I saw a YouTube video on how to start a website, and I did it in less than 1 day. Can you believe that? So whatever it is that you want to do, just start. Your whole body will reward you for you doing that thing, because your body rewards you based on your motion. So motion determines emotion. Just start and everything will fall into place. Don't wait for the perfect time. Don't wait for first of the month. Don't wait for Monday. Don't wait for the sun to shine over your head. No, just start immediately. Honestly, even if you need to do something, quit this video, don't watch it, Just start doing that thing. The second thing I've learned is that focus will get you more ahead than anything else. Bill Gates and Warren Buffett said the same thing. If there is one thing they give credibility to their success, is focus. The ability to focus on one single thing. The big gigantic companies nowadays know that focus is money. Where people focus on, that's where the money lies. And they'll do everything they can to get your focus just so they can get in your pocket. Just as I was making this video, my wife got back from work and we were talking about something. It doesn't matter. But I was completely defocused on the things I should say in this video. And it got me like 2-3 minutes to get back on track. Now imagine that this happens every single day with your focus. It is scattered on thousands of pieces by these gigantic companies, by friends, by family. All you do is defocus. You don't focus on anything. And when you finally focus on something, you do that for 15 minutes and you receive a message. You receive a notification. Someone says something to you. Someone calls you. And you're defocused and it's over. It's not easy to get back on track and be in this mindset, in this flow, to speak, to write, to do the job you need to do. So if you truly want to do something meaningful, find a way to focus more on the things that you need to do. And the last one, take the time pressure off of you. It takes time to become successful. It takes time to become healthy. It takes time to become fulfilled. You cannot do that in a blink of an eye like this. It takes time for these things, especially for success. You need to work on something maybe even for years. For example, I'm working on YouTube for 6, 7, 8 months, like actively, and I still have 1,000 subscribers. And I'm not planning to quit because I know that one day everything is gonna be worth it. And I think this mindset can really help us on the way to success, to health, and to fulfillment. I know we see all these overnight successful stories on the media, but that's not what happens. Those overnight success stories worked really, really hard for years just so they can be seen on the media as overnight success. Just don't force anything in a timely manner because everything takes time, especially if you're doing something meaningful. The 3 most valuable things I can share with you that really worked for me. The first one, as we said, is don't prolong anything. Just start immediately. Believe me, everything is gonna make sense when you start. Your body will reward you for you starting that thing, and you're gonna feel more fulfilled. You're gonna be content. You're gonna be happier. Just start doing that immediately. The second is focus. Always leave all the distractions away. If you're filming a YouTube video, for example, like me, take your phone away, take your computer away, take everything away that can distract you from you doing that thing. And the last one, give yourself time to be successful. There is no such a thing as overnight success. And even if you're overnight success, it can be a misfortune because you're not gonna see it as something valuable. Give yourself time and everything will fall into place. Believe me, I was prolonging things and these things truly and honestly helped me the most to be successful in many spheres, in Facebook, in Instagram, and hopefully in YouTube in the future. Champs, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this whole video. I truly enjoy being with you, being in your company. Even if I look like a lunatic, just sitting on the ground and talking to a camera, I really and honestly think that the information I share and you watching this video on the other side will find this information helpful and useful. And one more time, I'm not gonna bother you again. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like button. This honestly helps me spread videos like this even more to be shown to people who need to see this information the most. Champs, I would really love to suggest you one more video that should pop right here. But it's time to work. So you better quit this video right now and start doing the thing you love most.